Hello, in this video we're going to explain the decorator design pattern. How does it work? How can it be applied? Some advantages and disadvantages, and also some examples about its application. First, let's answer the question, what is decorator? It's a structural design pattern that lets you attack new behaviors to objects by placing these objects inside special wrapper objects that contain the behaviors. As an analogy, we can take wearing clothes. When you are cold, you wrap yourself in a sweater. If you are still cold, you can't wear a jacket on top. All these garments extend your basic behavior, but are not part of you, and you can easily take off any piece of clothing. But when should this pattern be applied? First, when you need to be able to assign extra behaviors to objects at runtime without breaking the code that uses these objects, and also when it's awkward or not possible to extend an object's behavior using inheritance.
So, this pattern can be used in some languages such as Delphi, Go, Java, JavaScript, TypeScript, C++, C Sharp, PHP, Python, and others. Among its advantages, you can find that you can extend an object behavior without making a new subclass. You can add or remove responsibilities from an object at runtime. You can combine several behaviors by grabbing an object into multiple decorators. And also, you can divide a class into several smaller classes with different behaviors. And some disadvantages of this pattern are: it's hard to remove a specific wrapper from the wrappers stack. It's hard to implement a decorator without dependencies on other decorators. And the initial configuration code of layers might have an unpleasant appearance for the programmer.
A good example of a decorator part is when we have a component and this component have many features, and these features are functionality the main purpose or the main class have their decorator or functionality. In this case, we have the example in the presentation that is a window system. In this window system, there are two type of windows. There are simple windows and window decorator. Simple window don't have any uh, decorator or functionality extra, but in Windows Decorator have two functionalities that are horizontal scroll bar and vertical scroll bar decorator. Those classes will have the same method that have Windows. That is the interface because it's an interface. Uh, I will demonstrate will how will we see in code. In the part of Windows, will be see that the two methods that are draw and get execution will be abstract methods. In Windows Decorator will have only the override of the method that in Windows R, and simple window only will have the extension because they don't have any functionality. But in vertical scroll bar will have the extension of Windows Decorator and will be the implementation of the code of draw and get description. Also, in horizontal scroll bar have the same things. Okay, these are good examples, but we have a unfair example. In this case, we choose a example of employee that have that we can see in the presentation below. In the first image, the employee emp is equal new team leader and new team member and new employee implement. In this case, is bad because we are going to say that M will be team leader, will be a team member, will be a employee implementation, and not that we have to separate the implementation of each classes. So we can see below in the last image that a team member will be a team member and a team leader will be a team leader. So we don't crush the each class gave us to use. So in this case, in code will be see in this form. The interface that is a employee interface has the two methods. Abstract, we have employee imp that is that will have an extension of team member. We have team leader. Will have the extension of team member, and team member will have the override of this implementation of the method. So we don't have any code to implement. The implementation of the code of the method 1 and method 2 will be in team leader and in employee imp. Also in this prueba, the class prueba will have the main class that will run the project. So here we'll see the by implementation and the implementation. And with this we finish with the presentation with Decorator pattern design.